Hello everybody and welcome to This is Paris for everything on Paris Saint-Germain. On the menu of this first edition of the year, Paris finish off 2019 in style against Amiens.
Le talent qu'on a devant, c'est vraiment incroyable.
A mid-season assessment interview with Paris coach Thomas Tuchel.
It was a complete domination in the opponent's half.
Victories, goals, emotion. A look back at the group stage of the Champions League.
El equipo supo mantenerse, supo estar ahí.
The last match of the year at the Parc des Princes, Paris Saint-Germain hosting Amiens in the 19th round of Ligue 1. A dream evening for 200 children from the Paris Saint-Germain Foundation who were special guests at the park. Just before Christmas, they went from surprise to surprise. And it was a real feast for their eyes. After taking the same corridor as the Parisian players, the children were able to take in the warm-up really close to their heroes. The children then took the acclaim of the Rouge et Bleu fans on a lap of honour. It was a very special evening just before Christmas. We wanted to make this an exceptional moment for children in difficulty. This evening in the VIP section there'll be 200 children, and I think that's a first. They were able to do a lap of honour, saluted the fans and saw the players warm up. Everything that's going on, whether it's the escort kids, the children who hold up the banner in the centre circle, well, all of these people will be connected to the Paris Saint-Germain Foundation. It's a great evening for them and they're going to live magical moments. The children then took their place in the stands, welcomed by the chairman and CEO of Paris Saint-Germain, Nasser El Khelaifi. The Parisians got into their match well and needed only 10 minutes to go in front. Perfectly set up by Neymar Jr., Kylian Mbappe scored for the 7th game running.
The
first goal was on the counter-attack, and we're very strong on the counter. We're also strong when we have the ball. But he's on a great run. He's not injured and is able to play to his capacities. The French international was close to doubling the lead in the 23rd minute, but Régis Gertner won the duel. At half-time, the Paris Saint-Germain Foundation was able to share a few moments with Presnel Kimpembe, Julian Draxler, Leven Kazava and Kolan Dagba. Paris Saint-Germain put themselves out of sight at the start of the second half as Neymar made the most of good work from Mauro Icardi. Ney's capacities have grown, and he's playing extraordinarily well at the moment. He works hard for the team and creates a lot of chances with his counter-pressing. It gives more possibilities when it comes to attacking transitions. The Brazilian was at the origin of the second Kylian Mbappé goal with a diagonal ball to Angel Di Maria, who provided his 8th assist of the season. The talent we have up front is really incredible. We just need to defend well and give them the ball, because they're going to create things, they're going to score. The intensity that the 4 up front put in with and without the ball makes it spectacular work from them. And we enjoy watching those 4 forward players perform. Amiens, though, didn't lay down their arms and reduced the arrears through Steven Mendoza. But it was Paris who scored the final goal of the game, as Mauro Icardi got on the end of a Juan Bernat cross. It's a good time for us, and it's the best thing for the attackers that they score. Ney scored, as did Kylian and Mauro, while Angel was there with the assists, and that's good. Frankly, we've been working very well over the last month. We have grown as a team and we're powering up. This was a good victory to finish off the year, and now we are going to rest in order to come back and play the same way. After the game, the children invited by the Paris Saint-Germain Foundation had more lovely surprises, notably with the visit of Father Christmas. Best attack, best defence, a 7-point lead over the nearest challengers Marseille with a game in hand. Paris are solid leaders at the halfway stage of the league season. Just before the winter break, Thomas Tuchel looked back at the first half of the Ligue 1 season.
It's quite hard for me to summarize a whole half a year, because I'm always thinking up front and always for the moment. But right now it feels very good. I have the feeling that we got a little twist again to the positive, that we have a big step of evaluation to the positive since many weeks. Team is competitive, and we are capable. We got quite some personality, some experience. We have a good group. It's fun. It's fun to work. A lot of traveling in China, a lot of things to do. Play against Rennes, which we lost against in the cup finals. We made Marquis play, who arrived also like 2 days before the guys from Copa America. It's always complicated situations you have to deal with against a strong opponent who has like 4 or 5 weeks of pre-season, who were full of confidence. Quite a difficult match. Huh? So we were 1-0 down, and we made it to turn around. And Angel made the difference with his free kick. It was nice to have him on the bench, and he's the guy who can always play. He never arrives with a kilo too much or something. He always arrives in shape, even after holidays. He wanted to start, and we convinced him not to start, and to give the starting opportunity to Pablo, to Kylian, and to the guys who were in training with us. But it was a nice opportunity to have him, and it was superb free kick.
A first trophy followed by a success against Nîmes in the league opener, before a setback against Rennes, the first of 3 losses sustained in the first half of the season.
I'm not so good in accepting that it can happen when we talk now and before a season, and I really mean it when I say it's difficult to win all the matches, to never lose a match, but still it's the challenge here. From the 3 defeats, I have to say that the Rennes stands out a bit. It was a close match, a tough match to play again. The one against Reims at home hurt a lot because also broke our home record. And the one in Dijon also, because we had a good team on the pitch. We were up 1-0. It's very unlikely for us to lose this match, to give it away in almost similar to Rennes in like 1 minute before and 1 minute after first half. And then we created a lot of chances, but we were too sloppy. And these two hurt more than the one in Rennes, I have to say. Very close match, difficult to play, and we had it's also luck, but the quality, and was like a bit of a Hollywood scene in the end of the game. He does this bicycle kick and with the left foot. It's crazy. Of course, we have the right player in the right moment, in the right spot, that he can produce a goal out of this. If you win in the last minute, it's a big step, because instead of 1, you have suddenly 3. And like I said, here in the club, and not only here, it changes the atmosphere. And the next day, it changes the approach to criticism and the openness to get better and to keep on working when you have a win. So, yeah, it was not the most fluid games we had there, but we were capable of winning. That showed also some character and mentality. It was a complete domination in the opponent's half. Over 90 minutes was quite a surprise that we can play so dominant and control the game. The team played with a high attention against counterattacks, against the dangerous offensive players. You could feel maybe they did not play with the highest confidence, but still it was a very, very controlled game, a very dominant game. We scored very late on 1-0. It was a well-deserved win. Completely different than Strasbourg, but a very dominant performance, which is very hard to do because, I mean, it's a Champions League team and a highly talented team, so it was very good. We could imagine that they use maybe a brave approach to the game, but if you want to do it up high, that they maybe have problems to close the lines in between. And if we can exploit these spaces, then we can maybe use the pace in the last line and find open spaces behind the defense. These are some incredible goals because they gave us the space. In the middle to turn and to use our speed in the last line. We played very well in the first half. Totally stopped playing in the second half, which was a bit like bizarre and confusing in this very particular moment on the pitch and after. Felt a bit strange, but it was a Classico in France. It was another big match and a big win for our supporters, for us. We're very happy with it.
Coming up in This Is Paris, the Rouge et Bleu are back into training, preparing for their Coupe de France opener, and we look back at the Champions League group stage.
Ok, alors on avance.
Back to work at the Ooredoo Training Centre and a good-humoured catch-up as the squad prepares for the first game of 2020, the match against Linas Montlhéry in the round of 64 of the Coupe de France.
Ouais, et tu vas faire? Ouais.
Joyeuses fêtes à tous. Bonne année les gars.
Bonne année. Allez, merci. À tout à l'heure. Au revoir.
Qualified for the round of 16 of the Champions League for the 8th time in a row with 16 points from a possible 18, Paris Saint-Germain put in an almost perfect group stage, one that started with a summit meeting as Paris hosted Real Madrid. Everybody was looking forward to that game. I heard a lot of people asking how Paris would cope without Cavani, without Neymar, without Kylian. I think we gave our answer on the pitch.
That gets the return from Icardi. There's Di Maria! That's a superb finish!
After opening the scoring, things were calmer because Real had to open out a bit and play. It was a very complete team display and we were very applied. The whole team played to an incredible level and didn't give Real Madrid anything. They didn't manage a shot on target in the game. We have started the Champions League very well, better than last year. It's just the start though, and we need to stay calm. Recently, we've got used to going to stadiums with amazing atmosphere. We played Celtic, Liverpool, Napoli and Galatasaray. Those are white-hot atmospheres, and the team and the club are ready for that. We had chances in the first half and we didn't take them. Often teams sit back against us and play 5 at the back and play on the counter. It makes it harder to find space. We needed to stay focused on our objectives, and we could see from the start of the game that we needed to stay patient and things would happen. And it happened. Mauro scored his goal, the first. We're all very happy for him, and it's a good thing for us. I'm very happy to have scored my first goal. I've had the chance to play 2 Champions League matches, and helping my team with the goal today makes me very happy. But the merit comes back to the whole team.
C'est une très bonne équipe.
They are a very good team with an excellent coach and an excellent squad, and we need to be prudent. They've got very good home fans, 30,000, and it's always full. There's a passion for football at Bruges, and we need to be wary of them. It was important to score fast. We knew that they would press very high. In the first half, we sat too deep and it was difficult to keep the ball because they went man for man all over the field. We knew they would tire out in the second half and that we'd find space. Kylian coming on greatly aided the team with his 3 goals and an assist. It was exceptional. Di Maria played very well. He was fantastic as well. When the effort needed to be put in, he was the first to run. That was very important because we need to be solid. I don't think they'll change their philosophy. We just need to stay true to ourselves and respect them. We'll try to claim the 3 points in order not only to ensure qualification, but also to finish top of the group, as that's an important detail. They're a very well-organised team that plays very well. Their pressing is very good and they shut off the space when you want to attack.
We played a very, very good first half altogether, had a lot of ball possession, controlled the game more and more, better and better. I liked it a lot.
Often you watch videos, but above all, it's a feeling at that particular moment. You try to do well and to make the save. And fortunately, that's what I managed to do. We've qualified, that's for sure. Top spot hasn't been guaranteed yet, though, and that remains an objective. It's the temple of football, an incredible stadium, a place that gives you goosebumps. It was a difficult match because they're a great team. That's a secret to nobody. We suffered at certain times in the game.
And in from Karim Benzema. Centre de Marcelo, la tête de Benzema, le doublé pour Benzema.
The team hung in there and was committed, and we managed to get the draw.
Mbappe! Straight away at the other end, halves the deficit.
We didn't play that well, I think, in this game, but after, if you have a draw with not your best performance in the Bernabeu, everybody is still happy, and especially for me and Pablo, it was good because we came in and we managed to score 2 goals.
What a stunning goal! Sarabia with the finish.
It's important because we're qualified and we're top of the group. That means we can gain in confidence and we're able to carry on the positive run we came here on.
We have one more match against Galatasaray, and we try to finish well and in a good way.
Everybody worked hard. When there was a teammate better placed, they got the ball. There was a lot of movement, a lot of exchanges of passes. It was perfect up front, nothing to say about that. I hope they carry on like that because they're going to delight us this season. I am very happy. We played together and we put in the effort as a team. That's the most important thing for me. We played with a lot of energy, a lot of aggression, lots of intensity for 90 minutes, and it was good. It was perfect, no goals conceded, a lot of chances created, lots of goals. It was a really good game in all departments. We won a lot of ball back high up the pitch, we were tight as a block and we played very well.